If you've been earning tons of money in Dubai for a long time and wondering where all your money went, this video is for you. Hello fellow Arbab, it's time to boss your money. I'm Kenneth and I've been working in finance and audit for almost 2 decades now, and I want to talk to you about something nobody warned me when I first got here. The money mistakes that are so common among NRIs in Dubai that we've basically normalized them. I made some of these mistakes myself. Let's make sure you don't. Stick around because mistake number 3 alone could be costing you thousands of dirhams every single year without you even realizing it. This one's a big one, and I say that because I've heard this exact sentence from people who have been here in Dubai for 15 years. When you first arrive, everything feels temporary. You're not going to buy property because you're leaving soon. You're not going to invest because what's the point if you're going back home in 2 years? You'll sort out your finances once you're settled. And then 2 years becomes 5, 5 becomes 10, and somewhere along the way, you realize you've been earning a tax-free salary in one of the most financially friendly cities in the world, and you have almost nothing to show for it. The truth is, you don't need to know how long you're staying to start investing. The S&P 500 doesn't care whether you're in Dubai or Delhi. Your mutual fund doesn't need your visa status. Every month you wait is a month of compounding you never get back. Start now, figure out the rest later. You land in Dubai, you get your first salary. It's more than you've ever earned. So naturally you upgrade. Nicer apartment, newer car, more eating out, more everything. Fair enough, you worked hard for this. Then you get a raise and somehow expenses go up to match it, and another raise, same story. Your salary has doubled in 5 years and your savings are exactly where they were on day 1. This is called lifestyle inflation and it is completely silent. Nobody announces it. It happens gradually until one day you're earning 30,000 dirhams a month and wondering why you can't seem to save anything. The fix is simple but uncomfortable. Every time your income goes up, let your savings and investment go up first before your lifestyle does. Even if it's just 50% of that raise. The other 50, enjoy it guilt-free. You earned it, but pay yourself first. Most of us are sending money back home every single month. And most of us are losing a chunk of it every single time without even realizing it. Here's the thing, your bank is almost never the best option. They don't always show you a fee. They just quietly build their margin into the exchange rate and the difference disappears before your family even sees it. You have better options. Physical exchange houses are competitive and convenient. Apps like Aspora, which I've just recently started using, are amazing at getting you insane rates, the same rates that you see on Google. My affiliate link for Aspora is down below. Try it out because if you use the link, you get the first transfer for free without the fee, but you still get the same amazing exchange rate. So you can't lose anything by giving them a shot. The simple trick I follow is to look at the amount you get in India in INR for the same AED amount, irrespective of how much is the fee and how much is the exchange rate. If you transfer 100 dirhams, with fee or without fee, how much do you actually get in your Indian bank account? That's all that matters. A zero fee transfer with a bad exchange rate can cost you more than a small fee transfer with a great exchange rate. Always do this simple math. On a regular monthly transfer, getting this wrong can cost you thousands of dirhams a year, and that is not nothing. Your money is sitting in a current account or savings account. It feels safe, it feels responsible. And compared to spending it all, it is. But here's the problem. Inflation is quietly eating it alive. Savings account in the UAE offer minimal returns. Inflation, even at modest rates, mean your purchasing power is shrinking every year. Your money just sits there. You are essentially losing money by doing nothing. Savings and investments are not the same thing. Savings is your cash you keep aside for upcoming emergencies and expenses. Things you know you'll need in the short term. Investing is how you actually build the wealth. It's how your money makes you more money while you sleep. It's not saying don't save. Save. Build that emergency fund and save for your upcoming rent payment. But don't stop there. The S&P 500, Indian mutual funds, UAE stocks, there are options accessible to you right from your sofa in Dubai. And I've covered all of these in a lot more detail in so many of my other videos on my channel. This one has two sides and both will cost you. On side one, you have no insurance, no life cover, inadequate medical cover, nothing. And then something goes wrong. And suddenly everything you've built, your savings, your investments, your family security is at risk. One bad medical situation, one unexpected death, and it all unravels. Insurance exists for exactly this reason. It's a financial safety net, and that's all. Now, the flip side, and this one genuinely frustrates me: buying the wrong insurance, specifically buying investment linked insurance products, thinking you're building wealth. You are not. These products are sold aggressively and they sound great on paper, but the returns are poor and fees are high and flexibility is almost zero. If someone is pitching you a life insurance plan as an investment, walk away. Nothing good comes of it. Keep your insurance and your investments completely separate. What you actually need is straightforward: good medical cover for you and your family, a life insurance cover that roughly equals 2 to 3 years of your family's living expenses, rent, school fees, household costs, and so on. Enough for them to get back on their feet if the worst happens. That's it, simple and clean. These 5 mistakes are not rare. They are everywhere, and the reason they are so common is that nobody talks about them openly. Well, now you know. Now watch one of these 2 videos next, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe buttons. We are so close to the 10K sub mark, and every single sub counts. Yalla Arbab, now go boss your money.